to the ring for our main event of the evening. The Gutter Snake, Izzy James, getting another bite at the apple, Kirby Carrion. The very first match in our new facility was a triple threat for the television championship. Izzy James had that match all but won, but Erik Lockhart was able to come out with the victory.
And you've got to imagine that that's definitely got a dig at Izzy James, because you're right, he was right there. And he considered Erik Lockhart a friend. And then he ended up just getting low blowed and became basically the sacrifice.
Whoa, what's wrong with that? Did Erik break the rule? I think there's some plausible deniability there.
Yeah, no doubt.
He didn't break any rules, triple threat match.
Win however you can win.
Lockhart, the new reality wrestling television champion, his first singles championship in his illustrious career. What is going on here? Oh, making sure he gets some beauty shots there.
Getting those right camera angles. He's got the new haircut, new attitude, new Erik Lockhart. Let me tell you, Erik Lockhart is one of the craftiest, most clever professional wrestlers I've ever met in my entire life. You're talking to a guy who's hung out with Booker T, a guy who's met Chris Hero, you name it. I've spent a lot of time with a lot of great wrestlers. Erik tops the list when it comes to creativity, and now he has this vicious side. He's willing to break the rules. He's willing to do whatever it takes. It's going to take a lot of effort. Izzy James needs to come out and just swing for the fences here if he wants to beat Erik Lockhart.
Well, this is our main event. Erik Lockhart not even paying attention to our official. The Reality Wrestling Television Championship is on the line. Clay, this is a championship that you have held previously in your career, and from what I hear, we could be seeing Clay Roberts back in the squared circle soon.
Absolutely, I'm trying my best. As you see Erik here, it's the new Erik Lockhart, man. There's something about him. But absolutely, Clay Roberts is looking to make his way back into the squared circle. I think professional wrestling needs someone like me. It needs someone that brings purity to the sport. It needs someone to, when you have a Rudy Garza slap the taste out of his mouth, and at the same time we're kicking, where the sun don't shine if you have to. Someone like an Erik Lockhart. You see, Erik, he tries to kick me there, I'm going to break his knee, I'll tell you right now.
We're looking forward to seeing Skipperville's favorite son make a return here inside the squared circle as we go. Kirby, carry on. Main event is underway.
This main event is going to be very interesting, because normally a championship match is between two top contenders, but this one has a little bit more of a personal edge to it as well, because again, Izzy James may have felt betrayed by, I'm assuming now, his former friend, now the TV champion. But to get one of the first cracks at the TV champion, you got to imagine he's got to keep his emotions in check. Otherwise, he could get caught by Erik Lockhart in a crafty submission or maybe some kind of crafty pin, as you mentioned, Clay.
Yeah, absolutely. And Izzy James is someone who's had tag team success in reality of wrestling, but has failed to find single success. Erik was very similar until he started doing
cover here quick.
Good tackle in the cover. I love that. I love that sequence. Erik on the run now. But Erik Lockhart failed to find success until he started bending the rules. It's been the real change of pace here for Erik Lockhart. Look at these two. They're on the move. Another arm drag. Again to the head scissors.
Very evenly matched, these two. Oh, missed with that arm drag.
As he had him scouted. Make no mistake, folks, I am scouting out here. Arm drag. Izzy comes out on top, and you see the frustration of Erik Lockhart.
You have the best seat in the house right here, Clay Roberts, if scouting is your mission, as Izzy James going to work on that left arm, and the Road Nation solidly behind the Gutter Snake.
Absolutely. You know what, I would love to get my TV title back, because it is mine. The person that beat me is no longer with the company. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm undefeated in television titles matches, but that's neither here nor there.
Talk your talk, Clay Roberts. Roll Tide on that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
And look at this. Gutter Snake.
Izzy James one step ahead of Erik. You don't see that very often.
I know you talked about the in-ring IQ that Erik Lockhart brings to the table, but the Gutter Snake seems to be
here, though. 1, 2.
chess move ahead of him.
Full head of steam right into that clothesline, and look, immediately grabbing that arm.
Now, you did bring up a good point, Clay, that I was actually going to point out, that it seems that Izzy James is just a step ahead of Erik Lockhart, which is not something we ever really see from Erik. Erik is always the one that manages to the counter to try and get ahead. So this is already a surprising game plan from Izzy, and you've got to imagine how long can he really keep this up.
Yeah, no doubt. Take nothing away from Izzy James. He's a fantastic wrestler, been in the game for over a decade. Look at this, pulling the arm pad off. Oh my goodness!
Smart. That was smart. I love that.
And those are the creative, dirty tactics that Erik Lockhart is going to employ now. These are the things you're talking about, Kirby. You know, how long can you stay on top of a guy that's willing to go, you know, under the table to find a card to have the winning hand?
And the thing is, he's breaking no rules. Is there any rule in the wrestling rule book that you can't pull their elbow pad down?
Well, I mean, you can't pull gear, pull tights, but I guess technically as long as he lets go of it, it's legal.
I would say less breaking and more bending, if you will.
No doubt.
As we now see the champion fully in control here. He really feels that his moveset has really become a lot more smooth as of late, ever since he became champion. And look at this here. Smoothly dropping that elbow across the face of Izzy James.
Very smooth.
Now Erik Lockhart bringing Izzy James back up, connects with that giant chop, backs him up into the ropes. And now once he got him right here, just dropping Izzy James to his knees.
Just looked to beat the young man up. He actually lost the technical wrestling battle early. You got to believe that frustrates him. And now he's looking, look at this, the cockiness, yes, the aggression of Erik Lockhart.
All it took was one shot, and Izzy James' entire game plan just went out the window. But he needs to start coming back, and it looks like he's about to jackknife too.
Oh, look, Erik stays attached.
Is that smart though? He's going for this butterfly.
You see a look.
Oh my goodness! The ribs, the lower back, it's all attached to the kinetic
cover
chain.
Though. 1, 2 to retain. No.
Erik looks surprised. I think he's finding out that the gutter snake has some fight in him, and Eric's going to bring the fight to him.
This is for jobless Americans. I've been telling you guys for months to claim this free 6,000.
Had to be very careful there not to get to the count of 5, because he would have been disqualified. He would have lost the match, but a disqualification would have meant that he retained the title.
Yeah, there's not an ounce of simpleness in Erik. He is a brilliant professional wrestler, whether he's bending the rules or following them. Folks, I want to be clear. I do want my TV title back, and I'll take any gold. Clay Roberts needs gold around his waist in 2023. Gold and money is the goal next year. I don't care who's got it.
Oh! Erik Lockhart now continuing to unleash with that viciousness. But look, Izzy James, here he goes, continues with his own combination. But Erik Lockhart manages to come back.
Look at this, Erik on a roll again.
Now, Brett, this match is starting to develop into kind of a chess match. Smooth, who do you think is starting to make the better place here?
Oh, man. Well, right now, if I'm judging by the moment, it's Izzy James with a European uppercut to the champion. Smooth.
Oh.
Break it. Break it. Well, Erik Lockhart going for that tactical maneuver.
Oh, my goodness. And Erik got the knee up. It's counter for counter, folks. These are two veteran wrestlers.
And they know each other so well. As now Erik Lockhart floats over into possibly,
half-hatch suplex. Trained by Vern Gagne. There's no doubt he learned exactly how to pop the hips, exactly how to get Izzy James where he wants him for that hold.
Fireman's carry position. Izzy James sliding off his back.
Here comes Erik.
Look at that, smooth.
Smooth. I thought he was going to go for the flatliner, but instead gets caught. It rolls him through. The shoulders are down. 1, 2, no. Misses with the clothesline. These two are just going blow for blow. As now Izzy James. The kick! He got it!
Erik couldn't stop that from coming.
That's going to be it. 1, 2, new champion. No.
These two are blow for blow, hold for hold. This is what the television title is all about, folks. Wrestling at its finest.
Referee was right there. Izzy James pleading his case, but it was, alas, just a 2 count.
This is your main event here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as Izzy James is looking to become the new television champion.
He's found the 4th gear. Erik's in trouble. He's got to do something.
Referee starts to count here.
Oh, look at this, Erik. Wait a minute, Erik.
Wait a minute! Erik was grabbing the television championship and Izzy James just speared him. And I saw Izzy's skull crack the head of the gold.
Izzy's out. Izzy's out. Look at the rhythmic breathing. That's automated breathing. That's what happens when you're knocked unconscious.
Up to
Izzy's
a count
not
of 9.
moving.
But hold on. Wait a minute.
Erik's in. Erik just won. Any means necessary for Erik Lockhart.
Izzy James still hasn't moved.
Well, we're going to have to get a replay of that because I think you're right, Brad. I think whenever Izzy James tried to tackle down Erik Lockhart, he went head first into the championship.
My goodness, Izzy has not moved.
Erik just said, I don't beat people by 3, I beat them by 10. A 10 count is a little bit more impressive than a 3 count.
My goodness, retain any way possible, and Erik wants all the spotlight to himself. As he should. That was a brilliant play by Erik Lockhart.
Well, Erik, I mean, right place, right time perhaps.